The more we tolerate, the more we risk losing our self-respect. A wise man once said, "What you don't acknowledge controls your life." Suppressing feelings of resentment for an extended period does not signify kindness. Instead, it reveals self-deception. This is not merely a theory. It reflects the reality of our everyday lives, where kindness is often taken for granted. Many individuals continue to exploit this kindness without truly appreciating it. However, it is time to draw a line. Kindness is only meaningful where it is genuinely valued. When offered to those who do not appreciate it, its significance diminishes entirely. In this video, I will discuss how Aquarians respond to those who undervalue them. First and foremost, Aquarians are independent individuals who are unafraid to take charge of their own lives. They abide by the principle that it is better to be alone than to be surrounded by toxic people. The result, they typically do not cling to relationships that belittle them. Aquarians are wise and recognize that devaluation stems not from their actions, but from the choices of others. When they notice their kindness being undervalued, their first instinct is to explain their perspective. If their words fail to resonate, they will take decisive action. While Aquarians tend to be direct, sometimes their honesty can come across as harsh. However, when their kindness is taken for granted, they become indifferent to others' opinions. If they have a viewpoint on any issue, they will express it, even if it might offend someone. If you persist in failing to appreciate Aquarians, they can become remarkably blunt. Like many other air signs, Aquarians initially avoid direct confrontation, preferring to remain neutral. However, if you observe a shift toward rudeness, rest assured that this change is intentional. Aquarius is not simply trying to hurt your feelings, but sending a message. Their next response will be to reciprocate your treatment. Aquarians are inherently fair and will mirror your attitude. They will extend the same kindness to you that you afford them. Therefore, it's essential to treat them as you would like to be treated. This approach is known as mirroring. The mirror does not lie. It reflects the true essence of a person. If an individual refuses to alter their behavior upon seeing their reflection, that is their choice. For Aquarius, the decision then becomes to stop wasting energy on someone unworthy of it. There's no need to feel anger or guilt in such situations. An Aquarius may be told, "You have changed," but the reality is that they have simply ceased to be available for exploitation. Aquarius understands that the world is full of people who may never comprehend their nature. This is both their right and a perfectly normal reality. However, there will always be those who recognize and appreciate qualities. Therefore, when faced with devaluation, Aquarians will likely choose to turn the page and embark on a new chapter in their lives. Another important question to consider is whether people of this sign seek revenge. Aquarians are generally uninterested in vengeance. They are too emotionally detached for that. Instead, they often transform conflicts into a game, entertaining themselves like a mischievous child in Home Alone who outsmarts intruders. They may joke and tease until you lose your temper, deriving pleasure from observing your emotional reactions. Aquarians do not aim to inflict pain. Their intent is simply to have fun at your expense. Ultimately, after making you feel foolish, they may even offer their assistance. Another strategy employed by Aquarians is emotional indifference. They can appear cold or unfeeling, even toward those they hold dear. This indifference often elicits a response, causing Aquarians to mirror the emotional distance shown to them by those who devalue their work. Valuing their independence, Aquarians prefer to process their feelings on their own rather than seek support from others. If you have neglected their emotions for an extended period, expect them to reciprocate. This response is entirely normal. They refuse to be merely convenient figures in your life, nor are they your emotional therapists, available for assistance at any moment. If you've used them as an emotional crutch in the past, they will now prioritize their own well-being. A distinguishing characteristic of Aquarians is their rebellious spirit. They tend to make impulsive decisions and do not allow conflicts to simmer quietly, as water signs might. When consistently unappreciated, they may reach a breaking point and declare, "Enough is enough." For the sake of maintaining their dignity, they are willing to take risks. Their rebellious nature raises eyebrows among others and challenges those they perceive as dishonest. They see such confrontations as a demonstration of intellectual superiority. However, without moderation, this tendency can lead to conflicts even in mild situations. Another notable trait of Aquarians in conflict is their unpredictability. If ignored, they can surprise others with abrupt actions. They are unafraid to take risks and make impulsive decisions, which can astonish those who underestimate them. Their moods shift rapidly, creating an emotional roller coaster for anyone trying to take advantage of them. Aquarians can be inconsistent, destabilizing relationships that do not serve their needs. To shield themselves, they often resort to sarcasm and cynicism. If you fail to inquire about their feelings in a timely manner, they may respond with biting humor to convey their disappointment. These sharp remarks hint at their hidden emotions, allowing them to maintain a sense of control while protecting themselves from vulnerability. This approach can catch off guard those who are accustomed to their typically light-hearted communication style. People tend to value what they can no longer take for granted. As long as you are present, you may become as unnoticed as air, essential yet disregarded. However, once you leave, they may either come to appreciate your significance or quickly find a replacement. In such cases, there's no reason for regret. Another intriguing question is whether Aquarians can truly forget slights. They possess the ability to forgive, but seldom forget. With their kind hearts, they may be indulgent. However, they hold on to grievances. If you hurt them, rest assured that they will remember it, and they will consider past experiences in future encounters. While they may be open to forgiveness, it does not imply that they wish to endure pain again. That's all for today. Thank you for watching. Please share in the comments how you handle interactions with those who devalue you.